Gary O'Connor, appellate attorney, I guess. I started October 12th, 2005.
My name's Doug Westfall, and I'm an assistant attorney general assigned to the Wicomico County Department of Social Services.
My name's Dan Jawar. I joined the Attorney General's office in 2008, starting with the Criminal Appeals Division, with whom I have been ever since.
Pride Month is something that I hold a lot more special now, especially that I have my own family. Growing up as a young gay man on the eastern shore of Maryland, I imagine there were probably a lot of folks who knew that I was gay before I even realized it myself. My family was always very open and accepting of me and who I was. You know, it's not lost on me that although I maybe had a unique experience of not having experienced the same discrimination and troubles that a lot of LGBTQ individuals have over the years, it's not lost on me the history that goes along with it.
People take different viewpoints of what Pride should mean. For a lot of people, it is a historical celebration. For other people, it is sort of an unabashed celebration in a almost adolescent way of the coming out process. And when you're younger, that tends to be the focus. The older I've gotten, the more contemplative I have about it. And it's a reminder to me to cherish the people in my life who I have surrounded myself with.
In my lifetime, the amount that things have changed, unbelievable. I mean, the idea that I would end up marrying a man and that most of my family would be happy about it and that a lot of my coworkers would come to the wedding was just absolutely inconceivable. It's something that I think, like you said before, that is something you can just sort of take for granted, which is, compared to when I was growing up, is an unbelievable luxury. The idea that you could just sort of not even have to think about it at this point with work or in everyday life is an unbelievable advance over when I was growing up. It's just an assertion of your worth and your value and your existence and your being deserving of love and rights.
It's an appreciation of all the different elements of diversity that we have in this community. It's a celebration of the differences. It's an opportunity to acknowledge the different ways that people express themselves, the different lifestyles that individuals have. And like I say, it's a time to be reflective and appreciative.
Support doesn't have to be holding a sign necessarily. As more and more people have come out, people have demonstrated a capacity for empathy, and that's reassuring. The best thing you can do is to be open to the struggles of people around you who may not be like you. The best thing we can do is to be friends with each other and to have open dialogue.
You can respond to anti-gay comments if you hear them. You can affirmatively bring up gay rights issues and express your approval of them. You can just be in your ordinary situation, but just recognize it or affirm it in a way that's visible to others.
I think above all, just to keep an open mind, and there's no substitute for respect and giving someone, the benefit of common decency. Recognizing and acknowledging that there's a lot of diversity in this community, and maybe not being so quick to judge.
I didn't necessarily know how it was going to be initially, but it's turned out to be where I can just be myself. I don't have to hide anything. I can mention my husband. A lot of the people, my coworkers, went to my wedding, which was just inconceivable when I was a kid. So it's not just a lack of negativity, there is affirmance and positivity.
From my initial interview with Attorney General Brown, I could feel that I was appreciated and valued for who I was as an individual. But from the Attorney General himself on down to my supervisor, Kelly James, and all of the other local counsel that I've had the opportunity to interact with in the agency, everyone has just been incredibly welcoming and supportive and interested to know about me and who I am as a person and about my family, my husband and my child.
My time here has been marked by great support. I have at every juncture felt that the office has been supportive of me as an individual. And that's been a weight off, because there are a lot of workplaces where that's not the case. I think there's been tremendous growth just in the ways that we are supported by our families and by friends. People aren't being left alone. That's kind of what I think Pride is really about. It's about feeling good about your family if you have that support, but also your chosen family, as we often like to say. That's a really important part of what Pride represents. It's a celebration with our chosen family.